Casey, I know you're from the Oregon area and you're very interested in a man who became a major casino operator in Nevada by the name of Al Winter. So, to give you a little bit of his background, he is interesting because he came from a legitimate background and he entered every form of gambling, almost all of it illegal. And in Portland, he had a casino with tables and slots. He had a bingo parlor. He had a horse book, and he had the horse service for the local bookies he competed with. So he was involved in all forms of gambling. He also had two legal bingo parlors, one in Long Beach, California, and that's where the man who built Harold's Club came from in Reno, which was the number one in the state for years. And that's where Bill Harrah came from, who not only started the Harrah's Clubs everybody knows today, but eventually surpassed and became the number one casinos in the state in Reno and Lake Tahoe. Al Winter, in addition to Long Beach, had a bingo parlor in Butte, Montana. And Butte is where the game of Keno developed in America. It was a very, very old Chinese game, and for reasons I never put together, it became the game to play in Butte, and they brought it from there into Nevada. And one of the people that ran both of these games for Al Winter was named Milton Prell. So they got together and decided to come to Vegas. And they started on the Las Vegas Strip. And very shortly after Ben Siegel died, they opened a bingo parlor on the Strip where the Sahara Hotel stands today. And they intended to build a hotel because it was a small town and there were very few hotels, resorts, and they were very small at that era. They couldn't get the financing, and they ran it for a few years, and then they built the Sahara, which, when I started my research back in 1967, was the number one hotel on the Strip. It grossed more money than any of the other famous hotels you've heard about. It was a top place. It was put together primarily by Al Winter. He ran the whole show. He obtained the financing. He was chairman of the board. He came to Vegas once a month to head the board meetings. And he was the final say on policy. But Milton Prell was the CEO. He was the man who ran the place. It was brilliantly marketed. As I did all of my research and I went on to become a manager on the Strip, I cannot express my admiration for what they did at the Sahara. And then they went together into the Mint in downtown and were also a top competitor there. So Al Winter had a very, very important role in the development of this industry from its earliest days, literally from Siegel's time. To have opened shortly afterwards, they were building when he opened his hotel.